me, Private Pete, on the Squirrels squeaky squealing street. Just wanting to take a panoramic view of this parking lot. It's like nothing here in front of me. Making a special appearance here is Johnny Appleseed to wish I could ordain orchards of orchestration here. Seemingly the negative space. It's like, when do we expect that everybody's going to go to the whatever restaurant just daily and fill up the parking lot? People don't want that kind of static rhythm. They want dynamic change. They want a steady space. They want gardens at home, and then the park here to collect and tribal tribulate. Thinking about how this time we tried ignorance. Nobody knows much about the zodiac in my upbringing, but still we interacted zodiacally in the Book of Changes, which is the iridescent, ethereal effervescence, bioluminescence, the zodiac and the calendar, sublime zodiac, all congressing and concressing and colluding and coalescing and culminating congregations. So anyway, I just wanted to make a special appearance to present a jurisdiction over this seemingly wonderful wafting, whisking winds of whim in the gist of gestation. The metabolizing of ancient archetypes, arcing Johnny Appleseed, Christ, Tesla, Aladdin, Odysseus, Icarus, Sisyphus coming to mind. Sherlock Holmes. Johnny Appleseed, Sherlock Holmes. Nikola Tesla, Jesus Christ. Aladdin, Icarus, Odysseus, Sisyphus, Omni-Meta. I'm gonna go pick up an order now, but all about the call to action and the receptive anchoring and setting sail in the motion of the oceans, taking the good with the bad, and the appreciation of special appearances, jurisdictions, and a cost of guilt or plea of blame when something understandably clearly has or hasn't been hurt. I see a pine cone and a daffodil, and everything is so delicious in this luscious day. I'd expect nothing less than the self that is the present spirit to be on its way. 248 to you, the infinite mystery of 9, and the godliness of 0. Everything infinitely sublime, the nuance of the pursuit of beauty is itself. All the golden glow of the reigning bow and the colossal Colosseum's salient archangel. Malevolence of the capricious pernicious. We must go, turning as we dote. There's this girl with a tattoo of a star at the last venue I went to. I want to say to her, you know you are a star, as everyone knows in life that they are remembering something. And actually, as I went into the venue, it was that much that I was thinking, you already know that you are God, perfectly disguised as yourself, and the living of life, lively, loving light, joy of wonder, bliss of beauty, is becoming God in the transfixing and transmuting and transducing and the conducting compours of candor across orchestral orchestrations of ordaining orchards. One finds themselves to be present, beaconing presently as the lighthouse. And that's all about it for now. Toodaloo. I do a lot of illusion work and wisdom work with coming through one wizarding into a grander, broader wisdom. I think it's nice to realize that everybody's remembering the starness within, that everybody's becoming godliness, and that's the great illusion of concressing culminations of coming together and prevaricating wisdoms and benefacting actions in the becoming of self. It's nice to find glory in being oneself, but the broader that happens, the grander the glory. For instance, if one finds that one's tribe merits the justice of quality across its quantity, then the glory is multifold, manifold, blossomed and broadened in the same attenuation of blossoming degrees. If godliness is found to be itself, as it ever is, rememberingly, becomingly discovered as the sophistication of peace, dialogue, and education, as we raw, war, wolf, flow forth in the frothing of the wavings of the ocean, then we appreciate the benevolence of altruistic harmony, the celebration of understanding. His judgment is the clarity of beauty and levity. A little bit more on the basilisk that we do ellipse in the illuminating eclipse of illusions protruding, all speaking of the same fantastic, phantasmagorical, magical mirrorings of musicality in different languages, the appreciation of the path of greatest joy being synonymous with the path of least resistance to the understanding, universal university aesthetic. The garden of regards, the oming of Om, the pi-phi, sci-fi, Sinai, Wi-Fi, the hyper-beam of the omni-meta, omni-meta myth. Usually I say hypergeometry, omni-meta, and omni-geometry is hyper-myth. Myth and meta being interchangeable there. And then, I guess, rectifying the justice is the alleviation of preventable suffering, with the beauty being the pursuit of itself, and the alleviation of suffering, and the moving away from realizable void in the static, who becomes dynamic in the chrysalis, who blossoms the butterfly. And last, how we appreciate that the sun and the stars are all oscillating around each other, yet we don't really present the zodiac to children, that we appreciate the calendar and the lexicon. And in this degree of the stars and the zodiac and the calendar and the lexicon, the beneath, I guess, the calendar and the zodiac, excuse me, I guess the calendar and the zodiac being the stars, whatever, and then the lexicon, whatever, that essentially at the metaphysical meta is trumping what we have in the primal, primary, paramount personification of perseveration, and the prevarication of arcing archetypes is more quintessential, a paramount, penultimate key of credence in the creature choice of context, contrast, and chemistry in the choicing of comfort and security and stability and bettering and trusting and the worthing while in the understanding the whirl whims of gestation jest, as we all womb in the same no globe wonder that is itself. All yum alien valence, the raw war of flow wolf and the tilling tidings and harvesting the harness to itself. That it's not so much about the infinite astronomical luck myth being super surreal, but about the iridescent, effervescing, ethereal bioluminescence of our perception of each other as being the real, surreal, present, primary, primal, primacy of existentiality in the metaphysical mining myth of meta tableau and the panic picnic panorama, panacea, paranormal penultimate in all the pan pie of the exquisite fly. 333 to you, and I should probably give it a capstone there. Pyramids peering amidst the piers of midst, as we fey rowing go as fey row, and the G host ghost, the worship of go round ground, and all the elemental avatarings that will chariots of fire us, and the glory glowing goats of goading glows. I don't know, whatever, toodaloo.